Buzz's Retirement Garage. Thought I would do a quick video today because I got this thing from our local NOPEC, which is our electric aggregation company that supposedly looks out for Ohio and maybe some other states. And I've been seeing this on Facebook and I've been seeing this in other places, and I decided to go ahead and print it off and see what's going on. So this is electric rates. And this affects 13 states, which will be including Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, North Carolina, PA, Tennessee, Virginia, and West Virginia. So there's something, a company or whatever called PJM. And basically what they're saying is that electric prices are going to go up pretty significantly by June of 2025, this June. So they're talking about a 10 to 15% increase, which is going to be all the way through for the next 3 to 5 years. So basically, electric rates are just going to keep going up and up. And they're calling it the capacity portion of your bill. Now, on my bill, I don't have anything that is actually written as capacity portion. But I did something on Chat GPT, and basically I said if my bill is, how much would my bill be? And they basically said for 1,000 kilowatts per hour, if you're using 1,000, your bill's going to go up $20 a month. So if you're using less than 1,000, obviously it'll be lower, and if you're using more, obviously more, right? So, or higher. So they say they can't control it. What are the drivers for it? Increased electricity demand, reduced supply, and reforms in the capacity market. So they talk about economic growth, because there's more industry and commercial activities, including new data centers. Now, I can't remember, I've heard data centers are going to be built, but I haven't really heard of any. But okay, and they say that's going to lead to higher electricity consumption. Population growth. So they're saying people are moving into this 13 state area, and of course they require electricity. And then electrification trends. The shift towards electric vehicles and electric heating systems is driving up electricity demand. Now, I don't know about you, but, and I want to be earth conscious, and I want to do the right things with wind and solar if it makes sense. But when you're telling me that all this initiative to get electric cars and to do all these things is now going to cost more and more money. And again, I don't want to get political, but this is getting ridiculous. When we came into this house that we bought in 1991, they had an electric dryer. I think it was what do they call that? 220 or 240 volt line that went for the electric dryer, and we converted it to gas. So our furnace is gas, our water heater is gas, our dryer is gas. For electrical, we've changed all our light bulbs into, got rid of incandescent and changed every light bulb out. So we think we're trying to do our best to conserve electricity, but the more people are conserving, it seems like the more prices are going up. And I don't know. I guess I'm not smart enough to know all the ins and outs of this, but it just doesn't look like there's any way to control it. So what are they talking about? Like, they're behind the 8 ball already. So if they're saying that, and they didn't, so like a school board, right? A school board takes a look at who's coming into the community. They look at, housing builds and a percentage of how many of those new housing builds will have children. how many children in the older homes are now out of school and graduated, and they figure out how many kids they're going to get. So when they do a levy, they're looking out 3 to 4 years at least, and figuring out if they need to build schools, if they need to add to schools. So, and that makes sense. Okay, you're looking forward. So these people aren't looking forward. They're not seeing that they need this capacity. That they have a lack of capacity. Oh, there's more people moving into the area. They didn't figure this out. I guess I'm not understanding. And of course, I just got this. So, I'm acting more emotional than I am using my brain on this. So I'd like your help. If you guys are in these states, maybe you know more about this. I'm sure you do more about this than I do. But now my electrical bill. Our average usage for the year is around 625 kilowatts per month. So we're not up at that $20 increase. But when you're retired, and as they say, on a fixed income, another $100, $200 a year, that makes a difference, right? And I guess I'm frustrated because it just seems like you knew this was happening, but you didn't build the infrastructure to make sure that prices would be stable. And maybe I'm talking out of school here, but it just doesn't make sense. Like, this is a surprise to everybody. Oh, we got to charge you higher prices for the next 3 to 5 years, because look what happened. Like, oh my gosh, I just woke up today and all these people moved in, and all these people are buying electric cars and data centers. Okay, so I'll tell you what, I'm sticking with my gas stove. I'm sticking with my gas water heater. I'm sticking with my gas dryer, and anything else I can run on gas. And we were even thinking about changing over to propane for some of these things, because it's real funny. When you hear of hurricanes and you hear of all these things and the electrical goes out, what's the first thing they say to do, right? Well, go to Generac and get a generator so that you can produce electricity. Well, what does a Generac generator run on? Natural gas or propane. So the more things you can have with natural gas or propane, are you better off? I mean, if prices keep going up like they are, I don't know. This electrical market, especially with retirees, they're just going to price us out. It's going to be to a point where how many light bulbs can you change? How many things can you unplug at night? How many things, I mean, there's a limit to what the consumer can do. And then again, you think, okay, you get an electric car, or you get something to conserve natural gas or fossil fuels, I should say. And now you're going to pay extra for that. So, man, it's darned if you do, darned if you don't, right? But this is just kind of scary to me. It says the dramatic increase in capacity prices from the June PJM capacity auction will mean significantly higher electrical costs for 13 states, both residential and commercial. So, when commercial, the people, the factories that are making, different things, what are they going to do? They're going to price increase right there, right? Because they're gonna pass that on to the consumer. So you get a double whammy. Not only is your residents going to get this extra increase, but these companies that manufacture things for you are also going to raise it. So you get the double whammy again. And the anticipated overall increases in electric costs for the average Ohio household is estimated to be around 10 to 15%, or just over 2 cents a kilowatt hour for the June 25 through May 2026 delivery year, so the full year. The increase is projected to continue for the next 3 to 5 years until incremental electricity generation capacity plans are implemented. So you're just now thinking about implementing some plans? I guess I really need to get deeper into this, but just kind of making me a little crazy, making Buzz crazy today. So here in Ohio, the good thing for us, and if you're in Ohio, we can shop our electric rates. Now, I have a plan. The electricity, if you just go with the company, First Energy, it's around, and I'm just going to round off numbers, okay? It's 8 cents per kilowatt hour. Now, you can shop on it's called the Apples to Apples PUCO website. Not to be confused with other websites, because there's dozens out there that try to sneak you in to their website, but you need to go to the actual, I think it's state-run, Ohio state-run PUCO website, and you can shop for your own prices. So you would just, click on that and look at prices. Now be careful, because sometimes there's some that have an additional monthly charge. You don't want that. You just want a straight price, and try to get a fixed price for as long as you can, because this is going to take effect in June. Now mine, I'm set up right now till November. So probably in the next month or two, and I picked a plan that I can get out of without any type of surcharge or cancellation charge, I should say. So if you're in Ohio and you need help on that, email me, give me a call at my number, my Google number, because I'll try to walk you through it, because I've done it now for probably a decade. Get a hold of me. Just text me at my number or hit me up on my email, okay? If you're in Ohio, if you're not doing this, if you're not shopping yourself, you may want to. You may want to start. Again, we're with First Energy. Now, the rest of you states, I don't know, the other 12 states, and most of them that I mentioned, I don't know if you can buy your own electricity. You can't, like in my case, it's First Energy provides everything, but the actual electricity I can buy from, I'm using Energy Harbor right now until November. So I think I locked in, it's a fixed price, and I locked it in, and it's 5.5 cents versus the 8 cents that First Energy is charging. So these costs obviously are going to keep going up and up. No matter what we do, no matter how we try to conserve, they're going to keep going up. So if you have an all-electric home, or you're planning on buying an all-electric home, maybe consider your options. I don't know. At least with natural gas prices, they fluctuate, but and they have gone up. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say natural gas is the best way to go. And in some cases, you can't even get it. It's not even piped into your neighborhoods. A lot of people are on propane, which I'll tell you, it's starting to seem like a better deal. I'm thinking about maybe getting a tank and loading up on propane and using that for, for if I can eliminate some electrical things and go with propane, maybe I'll do that. Again, just wishy-washy stuff going through Buzz's mind right now. But being retired, being on that fixed income, these charges, oh, $20 a month. Yeah, no problem, right? Just another $20 a month. Oh, for the next 5 years. No problem, right? So if you guys have information about this, let me know, correct me, settle me down. I don't want to be crazy all the time here, so if you have information, please let me know. But anyway, that's my rant for today. Buzz's Retirement Garage. Take care.